All right, so we are in the T5 sandbox, and I failed. I failed. So my goal was to use non-ELS vehicles and try to go 100% lore friendly. And then I dove in. I dove into it. I started my mission. Started looking for cars. Started looking for packs. I found a pretty good one. Install was a little brutal for me, but I got it in. I got the replacements in. Everybody was riding around in, the vehicle. The Vapid Bravo S was the standard police car. It replaced the regular Buffalo. Everything looked good. Had the cool little, had the cool lights and all that good stuff. But the car that I really wanted to run, the P Scout, the Vapid Scout, just sucks, man. Like every version of that car I could find, like the handling lines were just shot. Like it was just like you could not use the vehicle. It was almost unusable. I found one. It was an undercover unmarked on GTA 5 mods. Looked really good. Wasn't too bad. The handling lines were still messed up, but it was like I could play with the vehicle until I did any modifications to it. It became a huge problem. It was fast. It was probably the fastest car that I'd ever had in this game. The handling lines were that messed up that upgrading it to anything past stage 2 was like, it was unusable. It was so fast off the line, like you just smashed into everything. But so I've installed a 2016 FPIU, Blaine County Sheriff's Office. It looks cool. I wish I could find a 2020, but just the ones that I found out there were Lenny's mod loader, and they sucked. Like the lights didn't work. I don't know. But what I did was I installed ELS. So we got ELS installed. I'll do a video on that. I'll probably run this setup on the T5. But for now in the sandbox, we're just testing and seeing how things work for us. So this is the vehicle. I think it's nice. It's clean. But we're running task force, and I'm loaded out with the Mark II pistol, hollow point rounds, mounted scope, flashlight, and compensator. Got the carbine rifle, Mark II, the grip, armor-piercing rounds, flashlight, large scope, muzzle brake, and a heavy barrel. And then I have the marksman rifle, suppressed, armor-piercing rounds, zoom scope, flashlight, heavy barrel, and a grip on it. We are running flashlight and a nightstick. We have a pump shotgun Mark II, steel buckshot, so we can pepper you up a little bit. Holographic sight, and a nice aggressive muzzle brake. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do drug rips around Strawberry, Davis, El Barrio. So where all the darker skinned folks are. We're gonna monitor this region. Don't worry, the corny speedometer there is just for me. So I was doing a lot of vehicle speed testing, things like that. That's not going to be, it's not something that we're testing. I'm just kind of using it as a tool. I will add a speedometer to the game, but it will be a more realistic speedometer. So that is not going to be in our final game. So what we're going to do is we're just going to roll around. I like people with custom vehicles. Look at that. So we'll put our license plate scanner on. We'll just roll around, man. We'll just do traffic stops and things like that. Sorry, buddy. But yeah, ELS is back in the game. I might adjust my controller key bindings to maybe activate that. Put that on my right paddle or something. So let's pull this guy over. Whoa, what is he doing? So he's just running? Dispatch, show us in pursuit.
Roger that.
Maybe I falsely did a pursuit. See, I'm rusty. Haven't had ELS in months. But that, wow, he's just crashing his vehicle, man.
Stop it!
Oh, come on.
Now!
I gotta keep remembering. I have to get out of the vehicle to stop traffic. This is embarrassing. Why is he tearing up his car like that? So,
Stop the car!
gotta get out of the vehicle. Then we can use our context menu to slow down traffic. All right, so dispatch, can I get a plate check on in 66 Sam Lincoln Sam 270. Dispatch requesting plate check on a 66 Sam Lincoln Sam 270.
Target vehicle license plate
Joey
66 Sam Lincoln
Leroy.
Sam 270.
All right, we're gonna get up. We're gonna get right here. Play it real safe so he can't. If he wants to get at us, then he's got to reach. He's got to reach an awkward angle, and we can see everything going on in his lap there. So we're gonna go ahead and let's see what's up with him.
Hold it!
Always getting out of the car because I have to double tap. All right, I'm gonna ask him for his ID. He's got slurred speech.
Thanks.
All right. Dispatch requesting head check on Joey Leroy. No outstanding warrants or anything like that. I'm gonna ask him some questions. Hey, have you been drinking today? Alcohol is not good for my health. Have you done any drugs recently? Why would I use drugs? I don't want to die. All right. Where did you come from? From work. So this dude's coming from work and he's swerving. Slurred speech. Sir, because your speech is so slurred, I'm concerned that you might be under the influence of alcohol. I'm gonna go ahead and administer a breathalyzer test. So we'll go ahead and administer the breathalyzer test. You can blow into this for me real quick.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. So he's above the legal limit to operate a motor vehicle. Sir, we're going to go ahead and be placing you under arrest for suspicion of DUI. You blew a high limit on this, so go ahead and place your hands behind your back.
The boys are gonna love you.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do will be used against you in the court of law. You may speak to an attorney if you can't afford an attorney. One will be provided to you by the state of Los Santos, or state of San Andreas. Do you have any questions or anything? No? All right. If I can go ahead and have you come back here for me. We'll go ahead and we're going to place him in. First, we're going to pat him down, actually. We're going to release him. Then we're going to pat this guy down. Oops. Pat him down. Dispatch code 2. See if we can get some backup here. So we got another guy in the passenger seat. We'll see what he's up to. A grenade, a small, wow. Drugs. Small baggie of cocaine and a grenade. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and grab up this guy and we'll put him in the back seat here.
This is Bobcat 4, we're en route.
See if the police want to actually get to us here. All right. Oh, go ahead and chill out there, buddy. All right, so we've got a guy here. All right, cool. He's gonna get out. Hey, man. That's your ID, please, sir.
Yep, Kiflon.
All right. Thank you. Dispatch requesting a ped check on a Jason Williams, date of birth 11/1/99. License is suspended, no outstanding warrants. So this guy will not be able to drive this vehicle since his license is suspended. So, sorry, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get you to be. You know what the police would normally do? They would run this guy through the thing just because of the drug situation, and that's what we're gonna do as well. We'll question him. Hey man, have you been doing any drugs lately? No drugs. Drugs make me sick. Cool story. We don't believe it. We're gonna go ahead and pat this guy down too. Baggie of heroin and a pocket knife. Nice. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and place this guy under arrest as well.
You're under arrest, scumbag!
So he is under arrest. And let's see. Bus police escort. We're gonna go ahead and send this guy on the way.
Assistance required in South Porta.
And we'll let him take both of them.
Assistance required in South Porta.
I never seen them do. Well, I had a person in the back of the car when I requested prison transport. We'll see what happens. So he's in the back seat, just tripping out right now, probably off that H bag. Probably dipped in a little bit. So he's gonna go ahead and get him in here. So this is a great bus, just a suspicion, you know. I went, did a routine traffic stop, and okay, so he's only gonna take the one guy.
Right on.
I could have sworn I asked him to take two. And because he didn't have access to this other guy, he just grabbed the one and took on off. So we're gonna go ahead and search this vehicle. You got this thing souped up. Scale coated with a tan powder. Okay. So, it's got a tan powder on the scale. We're going to go ahead and do our field narcotics testing on that and see what that is. Ooh, could it be heroin? Is heroin an option? Fentanyl. Yeah, let's try fentanyl. It's popular with the kids. Negative. PCP. Negative on that too. Let's try meth. Weighing up that meth. No. Heroin. There we go. It's got to be heroin, right? Boom. We got him. Man, got all kind of goodies. Man, when we're doing this stuff, there's so much involved in these traffic stops. I wonder what everybody else is doing as far as like remembering who had what. Like he had a grenade, he had a baggie of heroin, and then he had a scale with I think heroin on it. It's like I can't remember. So are you guys like writing this stuff down, or what are you doing? Drop a comment in the comment section if you have any tips for me remembering on these busts and pullovers who has what and what to be charged. We're not going to deal with charges for right now, just to keep the video light, but definitely going to be RPing that stuff. So. Dispatch requesting tow truck. Definitely more than likely bought this thing with ill-gotten funds from this drug enterprise, but we're still going to respect it.
Assistance required in South Porta.
You may have to sell it to pay for legal fees and lawyers and such, so we want to make sure we have to keep the car in good condition just in case somebody that's good can come up on a jig buying property from failed drug dealers. I don't know how successful that tow truck's going to be. Why'd he get out? Oh, okay. Where are they going though? So I gotta make sure that I don't Let's turn that scanner off. I have to make sure that I don't... Let's get that tow truck over here. Where you at, tow truck? I think it's down there. Are they really going to walk the highway? I'll probably have to move down a little bit to get them up here. I don't know, they'll figure it out. And they're just walking on down the highway there. Dispatch, show us code 4.
Attention all units. Code 4, no additional officers needed.
So we're off that call. Man, feels good to be back in ELS, huh? I tried. I really tried. I wanted to make it super lore and have like the game brands, you know, instead of using the Fords and the Dodges. I wanted to use Vapid and like Bravada and all those companies that are built in the GTA that we know and love, but they just don't have the development that the other stuff has, and they just don't work as well. A lot of the problems that I ran into is very few cars available, and the cool stuff that I did like either the lighting system, the built-in lighting system did not work. I could get the lights to light up kind of weird, but I could never get sirens to work. It would only be like code 2. That stuff wouldn't work. Or the handling lines were a really big problem. The cars were just really bad. They didn't drive and work very well. Chases was a nightmare with a lot of the cars. They just weren't built very, very good. But, you know, maybe one day somebody will work on those things and get a lot of those cars. There are a few packs that work really well, but the stuff that I really wanted out of them failed. Like, I think it's like the LSPD pack 2.2, really popular pack. And it worked well. The cars were awesome. The car models are beautiful. Problem is, the car that I wanted an SUV. The car that I wanted, like, it was messed up. The handling lines were just shot. It was completely useless. And then I think the Stainer, they like changed the audio files on the Stainer, and it sounded like a freaking GT500 when it was like just a basic police car. So there's a lot of weird, kind of wonky, broken stuff going on with it. So kind of just gave up on the whole idea and just went another direction, back to ELS. And then it's like, what do you do with the lighting? I don't think I want to do Radiance V again unless we can figure out.
Citizens reporting a disturbance in Rancho.
Dispatch, on my way.
10-4, 1, Lincoln, 18. Units respond code 2.
We got a domestic disturbance. Gotta be careful with this stuff. Let's meet the caller. Where are they at? Alright. Dispatch, show us on scene.
Copy that. 1, Lincoln, 18. Approach with caution.
Code 2.
Assistance needed in, Rancho.
Copy that. We're moving right now.
Just want to wait for our backup. We did a code 2 call for a backup unit with no siren. So they're going to pull up on us. I set ourselves to on scene. I should have, well, the progression should be on scene. So we're on scene, call for our backup, and now we're going to do investigating. Dispatch, show us investigating. I want them here just in case.
Roger that.
I'm gonna go talk to our female victim caller. Why is her fence all messed up? Okay. Hey, how you doing, ma'am? Hello, are you the caller? Yes, sir. I'm so pissed. What happened? That man just trespassed onto my property. Did he do any damage? No, sir, but I want a restraining order so he won't come back here. Conversation is over. Why does this white woman live in this ratchet neighborhood? We're gonna go and talk to the gentleman here and see what's up. We tooled up, man. We ready to go. I like this flashlight though.
Woo yeah! Been waiting for this.
Hey, what are you doing here? Nothing. What's wrong? The lady said that you just trespassed on her property. Oh, really? I just stepped on her yard for a short time. I see, but why did you do that? The earth belongs to us all. Why can't I just stand on that yard? Well, you can't just stand on people's yard. That's not how the world works. There are people that own property. She happens to own this property, and she wants you out of here. So I'm just gonna ask you nicely if you could just like leave and not come back, so we don't have to do like any kind of like no trespassing or protections from abuse, things like that. Could you please just step off for us?
Hold it!
So I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna ask for his ID. And I'm gonna run. You know, I'm gonna make sure he doesn't have any warrants or anything like that. Danilov Paskovich. Dispatch, can I get a dispatch requesting head check on a Danilov Paskovich? It's got an outstanding warrant. I'm gonna have my buddy arrest him.
End of the road for you, pal.
Sir, I'm showing that you have an outstanding warrant. The Los Santos Police Department. We're gonna go ahead and place you under arrest and have you and transfer you over there and have you processed. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you do or say will be used against you in the court of law. We will be. You can request to talk to a lawyer, and if you can't afford one, one will be provided for you by the state of San Andreas. Do you have any questions? Nope. All right. We're going to go ahead and search you. Just want to make sure you don't have anything that's going to stick or poke or harm us. I'm going to do it myself. It's always important to do those ped checks, so you don't know who you're dealing with. It's a small revolver. We can check our tablet to make sure, double check and make sure, see if he has a gun permit. If he doesn't, then that's going to be additional charges for him. He's got an outstanding warrant for tampering with evidence. He's got prior arrest records for voluntary manslaughter, grand theft auto, and assault with a firearm. He is currently on probation. Yeah, this is a dangerous guy, and she was rightful to call the police. We're going to go ahead and do some paperwork on my man right here. So let's grab him up. I'm going to put him in the back of the cruiser. And we're going to do that paperwork. We're going to send these officers on their way. So they're all dismissed now. Oh, look, he closed the door for me. How nice. All right, I'll go ahead and hop in. Go ahead and
What the fuck?
get to a less hot area, and we're going to process this paperwork.
I'm gonna tear that ass up. Hey, what's up, Holmes? Gotta be more careful about what you say out there. Hello?
build a police arrest report for this guy. So we have, let's see, illegal firearm possession, illegal possession of a firearm by a felon. Non-violent crime. He was disturbing peace. He had a warrant. So warrant. About trespassing. Yeah, trespassing. You know what trespassing? Technically, I think you have to issue a trespass before you can charge somebody with trespassing, but we're just in a video game. No biggie. So you have the finer, yeah. All right, so we should be good to go. So he's got a court date. And we're going to go ahead and pass him off to another officer. So that'll do it for us on this one. Let's take a look and take a look at some court documents. So this guy we just arrested, let's reveal his outcome. So we got 8 years in prison. Trespassing, he took 6 months and about $700 in a fine. About $1,000 in fine for the illegal firearms and a 7-month sentence. Illegal possession of a firearm by a felon. He got 3 years on that and a $4,000 fine. DTP took $500 fine and 11 months. And for the warrant for his arrest, he had a $3,000 fine and 3 years in prison for a total of 8 years. Wow. These are some past ones. Oh my God. This dude took over 100 years. 22 years old. These are past people that we arrested in other sessions that we never followed up on. That's crazy. Penny, I don't know if you guys remember her. There were 2 that had like similar crimes. One was white and one was black. And I was like, oh, I want to check and see what they did. Excuse my dog playing with his squeaky toy. Penny Jameson. I don't know if you remember her from previous videos, but she ended up getting almost 40 years. I don't remember that one. Reckless driving. I don't really recall that one. Frank Leota. It's 86 years. Attempted murder of a police officer. 46 years for that. 25 for the manslaughter. My man getting football numbers. Dude, we were giving football numbers out all month long. 59 years. He was bugging. This was like another chase. Yeah, I think Frank and Justice were the ones where it was like, what's going to happen to these guys? I think that was the black dude, obviously. He almost got a freaking 100 years. This one, dude, yeah. Straight football numbers, man. Crazy. Well, thank you for checking out the video. Thank you for bearing with our testing so we can get everything where I want it exactly. We're getting closer. Definitely getting closer, but in the meantime, we're just going to have fun and play the game, and I'm going to learn how to play, and you're going to learn how to play, and we're going to learn how to build up a game. So, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit it again to get the bell so you get notified when we upload videos, and we'll see you on the next one.